Hey, me again for another selfie. I know, apologize for this. I know most YouTubers and whatnot, say everything from head, but I'm too dumb for that. I have to have notes. Like on the last video, I talked about leveling up your knowledge and etc. And I really want to emphasize on leveling up. And I want to share two stories of just perseverance and struggling, which are really quite incredible. And so if you ever finding that like life is tough or that you're a failure or whatnot, I guarantee you're not a failure. Here's the first person. At age 5, his father died. At age 16, he quit school. When he was 17, he'd already lost 4 jobs. He got married when he was 18, he joined the army and then failed at that. At 20, his wife left him and took their baby. He became a cook in a small cafe and convinced his wife to return home. At 65, he retired. He felt like a failure and decided to commit suicide. He sat writing his will, but instead he wrote what he would have accomplished with his life and thought about how good of a cook he was. So he borrowed $87, fried up some chicken using his special recipe, and then went door to door to sell them. At the age of 88, Colonel Sanders, founder of KFC empire, was a billionaire. He considered himself a failure all the way up to age sort of in his 70s. So here's the other one which really shocked me. I really didn't know this. At the age of 32 years old, this man had £5.26 in his pocket. He has lost everything and was completely broke. He used his last £5.26 to pay a taxi fare, taking him home back to his parents after losing his own home. He recalls praying and hoping that the taxi fare wouldn't exceed £5.26. So at the age of 32, he was completely broke, living with his parents. He could have given up, but he got a job and accepted failure. Today, Simon Cowell is now worth £500 million. The list of these stories is endless. So again, you just need to just get over your shit and just don't give up. I mean, perseverance and knowledge are really quite crucial things here. And I have this thing called the wealth rubber band, so to speak. And so you have money on one end of the rubber band and knowledge on the other. And what people focus on is the money. And let's say you come into a liquidity event and you get like a big cash fall, whether Aunt Agatha dies or you win the lottery or scratch card comes in or whatever. And all of a sudden, your money goes right up here. So this elastic band is stretching. However, the knowledge part of the rubber band is the heavier part. And eventually what happens is money always reverts back to wherever the knowledge or skill set level is. And then eventually it'll come straight back. And that's why you see so many like overnight celebrities, movie stars go bust. Lottery winners especially, I think 70% of them lose their money in the first sort of 5 or 10 years. Hell, 50 Cent was worth what, over $100 million and he went bust. Michael Jackson, how can Michael Jackson be over $100 million in debt before he died? It's because there was zero financial intelligence or zero financial education. So what you need to do is focus on the knowledge part, and eventually what will happen is that your knowledge level will get up here and there'll be this void or gap where you'll feel that you'll feel like an utter fraud or failure because like you got all of this knowledge up here, but there's no money. And then eventually the money will snap back up. So remember, money is a byproduct of value. Deliver value and genuinely do that and things will get better. So hopefully that helps. Just work on leveling up. And the best thing you can do is turn your dead time into your own personal university. So if you're ever driving in the car, commuting, doing whatever, don't just dick about and waste that time playing Candy Crush. Just listen to an audiobook. So here's one of the things I do. I'm obsessed with this app called Audible. Basically, the average book, like that thick is what, 6, maybe 8 hours worth of audiobook.
After only a year, their business model became the standard for the whole industry. Then Bruder did it again.
So by the way, it's 6 to 7 hours at 1 time speed. That is at 1.5 speed, and you can even increase things. So this is what it's like at 2 times speed.
Bruder did it again. A former client of Bruder's, Sam Rosengarten, was in some dirty businesses: coal, oil, and gas. All industries that created brownfields. And
it may seem fast, but you get used to it. And that way you can go through a whole book in like 3-4 hours. So whenever you're walking the dog, cleaning the house or driving, just listen to a book. The compounding of all of those books and the knowledge that you're getting from these books over a year or so is just phenomenal. So yeah, hope that helps, and leveler always. Oh yeah, I've finally cracked. I've now got baby pictures all over my phone. Yeah,